in the NFL who does the jet sweep better than them. It's freaking beautiful. And they got, Tyreek Hill, who's, man, he's gonna get yards. He's going to test. You ever heard someone, hey man, I'm gonna test your chin? They're gonna test that defense.
Episode 17. I'm your host, E, aka Ethan. Look at this board behind me. My God. We got new backboard and everything. My God. Background looking so nice and clean, which I know you guys can see everybody in the stream right now. No introductions here. My man Bogard to the left, Morris down below, and Douglas to the left corner. How y'all doing?
What's happening?
What's happening, guys? I can't.
And fire background, bro.
Hey,
I just keep on looking at Doug and I can't breathe.
Yeah. You just gotta try to stay serious because it's really for him to throw Ethan off.
Hey man, Dougie Fresh be doing his own thing, man. You got Mixmaster Morris below me, so hey man, Morris, stop getting us distracted, man. This man got the world's best boss, everything, man.
Yeah.
Seriously, boys, how y'all been? I know it's the fourth time Bogard's been on my show, fourth time Morris, and third time Doug, man. How y'all been?
I don't even remember what time it is, honestly. Not a clue.
Yo, real talk, man. But first and foremost, shout out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Second most, I haven't shaved in 4 days. Put Vaseline between your legs if you're a big guy out there. Just, dropping little gems on you big boys out there. And then third most, I'm so proud of everybody here, man. Morris, you got a beautiful show going on, man, with those highlights, bro. You the mini ESPN, man. Man, Bogard, you doing your thing with the music podcast, always consistent, always content, always excited. E on the mic, dog. You are killing it on TikTok, man. Your podcast growth, everything, man. So happy to be here with all y'all. Sorry to ran over.
Yeah, man.
All good, Doug.
Likewise, too, Doug, man. We see you out there, Dougie, doing your thing. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? The touchdown with Doug Smith popping off.
With Doug Smith. You know some nice interviews, though. Am I not
Hey, Doug probably got the best touchdown dance. You know what I
mean?
Okay. How about this?
Yo.
How about everyone goes around and says their touchdown dance right now? You ready? E, what would your touchdown dance be?
Yo, we're actually doing this now.
Let's
get it. I got mine already.
Right on the fly. Your touchdown dance, what would it be, E?
It's one of them TikTok dances for sure. He's a young boy.
He's about a juju up in here.
I'll be doing one of these type of
He's about to do the Corvette.
Nah, I ain't doing no Juju Smith. Get out of here, Bogart. Hey, Juju should go to the 49ers for that.
Hey, we'll take him.
Hey, my touchdown dance. So I had a very brief stint, New Mexico Highlands University, school like nobody's ever heard of. I played D2 ball, I was a tight end, and I used to dunk on the goalpost, man. My inspiration was actually Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy G.
How tall is the goalpost, just like for reference? Is it 10 feet?
It's up there, yeah. It's close to there. Yeah.
I mean, Doug is like, what are you, like 6'2", Doug?
6'3".
6'3".
And then with
not a little guy, you know what I mean? Yeah.
You're telling me by like an inch.
Dougie's got the hops.
You know, I know bunnies. I might look small in these little digital boxes, but bro, I'm 6'8", bro.
No way.
You
Psych.
Out of here.
Psych.
Ayo.
6'8".
Oh, yeah, in his dreams he's 6'8", but in reality he's 5'8".
And it's larger than life, bro.
Larger than life.
Hey, he larger than life. I'm telling you, Bogart be hilarious on the Rum Boy show for exactly every time I go on. There's always this man always finds something hilarious something to say.
Hey, I was ranting about 49ers and Stafford on Friday because spoiler alert, we are going to talk about that, but that was the rumor. He was going to the Niners, so everybody's making their case, and then E jumps in the comments. He's like, he's like the laughing emoji is like Stafford to the Niners, like laughing. I'm like, what? I'm like, Stafford would kill it anywhere you go right now.
I'd rather Watson go to the 49ers if I'm being honest.
Tell me right now, with the defense you got, and you know what I'm saying, you would take Stafford right now. You'd be ready to win right now.
Ooh, Miami?
Yeah. Miami gets Stafford. They're ready to win right now.
I would say they're a playoff team. They're not a
Playoff team. Yeah, but
Stafford.
you know, I said ready to win. You know what I mean? That was kind of it was
Tua,
vague.
if Tua had year 2 and it was bad, I would take anybody. Yeah, I would take Watson. Oh yeah, I would take Watson.
You would take
needs
Watson
the right
in a heartbeat.
coordinator.
Anyone would take Watson.
Of course. But see, you would have to hurt your defense bringing over Watson for what they want. You know what I mean? So you got to consider that. They're gonna want 2 like viable starters. You know what I mean? Like what they need secondary. What if they're like, give us Xavier and Howard? You know what I mean?
No, I would say he's untouchable at that point because I'd rather trust Tua.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? You rather
maybe on Howard trying to get that quarterback money. So you about to, and we all know
you wouldn't be able to pay both him and Watson too. See, that's a give and take. Like if my Niners are in a conversation, we're probably giving up Fred Warner. You know what I mean? Because we wouldn't be able to pay. You know what I mean? Like that's what they're looking for. If Stafford can get two first rounds, you know what I mean? We know
Jared Goff. They really hated him, man.
Oh yeah. Jared Goff and his movies are trash too. Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah, this man.
Wow, you're coming after
Ryan
him.
looking
motherfucker. For real, Bogard, not holding back.
Bogey
is not holding back.
He said I can curse. He said I can curse.
Wow. I'm like dodging all these shots over here.
Well, let's go with it.
We could curse. Hold on. Can I say something?
Yeah, sure.
He's gonna say some Christian curse words.
Let's see fart.
Oh,
there it is.
Yo,
so dirty.
Yo, just drop the mic. Just drop it.
Anyways.
In some circles, they refer to that as a queef.
So, I didn't know this is the Bogard show. Real quick, the GM show.
You hijacked the show.
Turned it out. Let's talk about Stafford.
We bring it right back to E on the mic show real quick. We're doing right back to E on the mic show.
Hey, can I say something about Matthew Stafford? Excellent quarterback.
1 second, man. 1 second. It's
the touchdown with Doug Smith show now.
No, it's not a touchdown with Doug Smith.
Let us hear it.
We are going into the trade of the blockbuster we heard during the weekend. Stafford to the Rams and Goff going to the Lions, which the Rams gave up 2 first-round picks from this year, and next year, which is going to be the craziest thing, and a 3rd round this year. So that's going to be the most craziest thing I ever heard. But who actually won this trade? I'm going to start off with Morris, actually, with this one, with Stafford. Since he wants to talk about Stafford all
I would say they both won, given what they needed. Okay, first of all, the Rams believe that they are in win now mode. They believe that they have one of the best defenses in the league, and Jared Goff was holding them back, which honestly, if we think about it, he probably was. So I say they got their quarterback. They're going to make a run. Super Bowl's getting played in LA next year. I don't know. I don't think Justin Herbert's making any moves. So
no, not
stop predicting the Rams into the Super Bowl, bro.
Back-to-back years. Back-to-back years, someone hosting the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
I would love it, actually. That's awesome.
I don't know.
That
For
will
the
be.
Lions.
I love Matthew Stafford, so I love that for him. Yeah, they got hella picks too.
3rd rounder, 2, and they get a guy who's not that bad. He still led them to the Super Bowl. Let's be real.
I was about to say.
He still led them to the Super Bowl, so it's not like he's some garbage washed up quarterback. He's still pretty good.
He's just garbage, just not washed up garbage.
Yeah. So how about this? I think Kenny Galladay's out of there. He's a free agent right now. I think he's out.
Or they franchise tag him.
They could, but I just think he walks and finds another situation.
Like the Jets.
And I see you.
Yeah. Robinson too.
Galladay comes over, and you know, could be the best offensive 2021.
I love it. Bold.
Okay, Morris trying to be predictions here.
we got Kenny Galladay. We got the.
Hey, Watson throwing at Kenny Galladay. Right?
Denzel Mims takes that next step. Okay, but for real, I think they both won in their respective ways, for sure.
Okay, I see you, Morris. Doug, I want to hear you here. I know you always have the football stats and everything. You know your football knowledge, man. Let me hear you. Who won this trade, man?
Doug,
The Rams
get
or the
'em.
Lions?
Man. So I gotta say, so dope trade. I mean, if you're comparing, I mean, okay, you got Goff, who is okay. He's not like super exciting, but you know, he did take his team to a Super Bowl. You know, he knows how to get
And his
the job
movies
done.
are whack.
Like with Goff, he not even a top 10 quarterback. If he's top 15, he might be 15. Like it's just, you know, it's just a middle range cat who could get the job done with good pieces
In the
around
right
him.
System. Yeah. And
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but I
cat.
just wonder how it's going to be when he doesn't have anything around him. When his best player is like DeAndre
I'm about to get to that.
Quentin Cephas.
So, and then you got Stafford, who hasn't been to any Super Bowls, right? I think one playoffs at one time, you know what I mean? So, but he has all the stats. And you always ask, if he was in a better organization, how would that play out, right? Yeah. Overall, I'm going to give it to the Lions, and here's why. They got all them draft capital. So even if Goff don't work out, no biggie, because they even said they're open to getting other pieces of the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Also, as well, you got Coach Hoke. He used to coach down in Miami. You got Coach Lynn over there, who is, I would argue, I mean, that's some pretty good coaching. I'm not sure if it's better than what he had in the Rams. But if we're saying which team is walking away with the most, I'm definitely gonna have to say the Lions. Plus, I feel like the Rams are allergic to first round draft picks, man. That's like
100%.
And I've never heard of a team being able to. I mean, you could be successful, but to win a Super Bowl with not having a first round pick, I mean, we saw how well that's done with Seattle. You know what I mean? Like trading away early picks just because, we're ready to win now. We're ready to win now. But like sometimes being patient is okay. You know what I mean? You can build and still keep your
spoken like a true Dolphins fan.
I got a question for you though, Doug. Would you take 2 of your first round picks this year because you have them if you're the Lions and trade up to get a quarterback?
So with the Dolphins right now, absolutely not. And here's the reason.
No, not with the Dolphins. I'm saying with the Lions.
The Lions.
Oh, with the Lions.
The Lions picked up a second first rounder. So
here's the thing.
Make that push
what
for
picks do they got? Well, hold on.
They got. Here's the thing. They got the 7th overall, and they're like, look at the order. It's Jacksonville, New York, Dolphins, then it's Falcons, Bengals, and the Eagles, then the Lions. So the Lions might not need to give up too much to get their quarterback. If say they want Justin Fields, they would swap.
I would throw that 3rd round pick. I would throw that 3rd round pick.
3rd round pick and swap your first. You know what I'm saying? If you're the Jets, and then obviously something else as well. You know what I mean?
North Dakota State, man. Some draft boards.
He'll be there at 7.
He'll be there at 7 comfortably because there's going to be other people who are
higher. They might even trade back. They might even trade back if they know that guy's going to be there even further.
Do you like the guy from BYU though?
Yeah, Zach Wilson. I love Zach Wilson.
He's cold.
Yeah,
he's not that high to pick though. For me,
Zach Wilson. My 49ers were looking at them, and like there is a realm of possibility where the Jets, they got Mike LaFleur there now, and he's like, yo, I spent all season, we were talking about this kid, Zach Wilson, you know what I mean? And like maybe the Jets trade back with the Lions, who are connected to Justin Fields, and then so they get Justin Fields 2nd overall, then the Lions, then the Jets with that 7th pick overall.
I would take Penny though. I would take Penny.
You take Penny over Wilson?
The immediate need is not quarterback, especially if you don't trade for Watson. Because you still have Sam Darnold. Give him one more year. Give him a little more protection on the line.
I feel that.
Give him 2 bookend tackles. Give him Becton. Give him Penny. And you know what? See what he can do. I don't know. He has those.
Because the Bengals will be looking at Penny. So you would have to grab him there at that 2nd overall because the Bengals need O-line. You know what I mean?
We all know
Burrow got smothered last year in the line. He learned the hard way.
And he's the future. They don't want him dying out there. He already tore his ACL, for God's sake. And the hit, he took a crazy hit before the hit that tore his shit. He got blasted the play before that. He gets up and I'm like, this is a tough son of a bitch. Then he gets blasted again and tears the ACL. I was like, oh, damn, I spoke too soon. You know what I mean? No, but going back to the trade, bro, the Rams 100% won this trade. the Rams, I respect them. They want to win now. I understand like the patient aspect of an organization, but they want to win now. They do. This is what they do. They traded away 2 first rounds before this to get Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah.
And like, if you tell me with those 2 first rounds, if they went year after year drafting a corner, and with both those picks, none of those guys would have been Jalen Ramsey. So that even then they won. I respect an organization that's really trying to get it. You know what I mean? Like it's, and Stafford, he's going to be 33. He's turning 33 like next week. So he's going to start the year 33. It's a team that's finally going to have a run game. He has 2 phenomenal receivers. You know what I mean? Like, and then it's the double whammy. Like, what do you do when you don't like someone? Because they didn't like Jared Goff over there. They hated his movies, everything. You know what I'm saying? They're like, we're sending him to Detroit, where he's going to be a bridge QB to whatever young QB they draft. You know what I mean? They just sent him away. You know what I mean?
I feel like as Jared Goff, you got to feel like a piece of shit, don't you?
And of course. And if you're the Lions, bro, you have to hit on these picks. You have to hit on these picks if you're the Lions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And of course the head, I seen this on your joint, Doug.
Yeah.
The head of scout personnel back in 2016 for the Rams, he's the GM now with the Lions. So he was partial to Jared Goff. So that was probably one of the only organizations that was foolish enough to be like, okay, because what are you gonna tell people like, I got Jared Goff, bro? He got to the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That's all he got.
3 points.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, hey,
he scored 3 points.
There,
yeah, he's amazing. Let me tell you.
Yeah, he's amazing turning over the ball. That's what he's amazing about.
It's a hard sell. So that was literally the only organization that had dudes that were in the office that were partial to him. You know what I'm saying? That's why I actually hope somehow we get Watson and send Jimmy G to Caserio, because he was there in New England when they drafted Jimmy G. You know what I mean? But I like playing these narratives because sometimes that's really what it is. You know what I mean? Like, they know they're bringing over someone that is going to cost them a lot of money. Like Jared Goff technically is more expensive than Stafford, but the Rams still have to front some of that. You know what I mean? I think they have to pay like X amount of stuff,
which is going to hurt them a lot.
Exactly. So
that's going to hurt their future for the Rams. But
but Detroit owes the guarantee for Goff over there is like $25 million in total.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which, in my point, I think the Rams won this trade. Let me explain why. They want to win now. Like Bogard just said just right now, they want to win. They have Matthew Stafford. They have a lot of contracts that are really expensive over the next 2 years. They have to win in 2 years because those contracts
actually
overall,
clears some cap.
Yeah, especially and $106 million for a couple of players like Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. You got Jared Goff, Whitworth, Cooper Kupp. That's a lot of money you're giving out there. So
even Whitworth's costs some bread. Whitworth's not cheap too, and he old in a mug.
38.
Yeah, doing it still.
Yeah, because I think for me, the Rams have to win now because they legit. Yeah. There's no such thing as first round.
But I feel like there's no clear loser though, Ethan.
It's really,
I feel like you can't say that the Lions lost.
Let me explain a little bit. The only reason why I say the Rams win a little bit because if they want that, because they want to win now.
Can we agree on this? That it's really going to take like 2 or 3 years, and then we'll be able to really see, because these type of things are in hindsight.
Oh yeah, it's an early prediction.
Yeah.
It's an early prediction
because they still got to get the player. Like you get Stafford, you're getting a player you know what you got. You know what I mean? Yeah, he got miles on him for being as young as he is. He got a lot of miles on him because he's took a lot of beatings. He's been injured a lot. But at the end of exactly. And you have to hit on those picks if you're the Lions. You know what I mean? You have to hit on those picks.
That's a true point, especially since Stafford played all 16 games last season. Let's remind you, speaking of those injuries, Bogard, he played full 16 games, which is very impressive for Stafford. So you can stay healthy for the Rams. That's going to be great. Now, for the Lions situation, they have to hit on those first-round picks they got and in the draft because, yes, you can get those first-round picks, but you got to pick the right person for your team to order to build for Jared Goff, which I feel bad for Jared Goff. He went from Sunnyside, Hollywood to now cold winter in Detroit. Now, so that's going to be really tough for Jared Goff.
Punishment, man. Who knows? That's what you get. They're punishing him.
That's what
Rock City.
A nice city in Los Angeles to go to Detroit. So it was like, damn. But hey, you never know. You could revive maybe a little bit of Jared Goff, maybe 2018. I don't know what players.
Jared Goff.
DeAndre Swift. But that's pretty much that I know for the Lions because most of their wide receivers are free agency, so it's going to be tough to see who they're going to bring in. I love Dan Campbell. I love that hire. He was an interim head coach for the Dolphins at one point, which
he was
is
the tight end head coach. He was the tight end coach at the time. Then
yes. And he's a great motivator. I love how they got Anthony Lynn. I wish Miami got Anthony Lynn because I know he was not that great of a head coach for the Chargers, maybe his first year, but I think he was a great offensive coordinator if you think about it. So I think with Jared Goff needs to stop turning over the ball in order for Detroit to kind of win the trade. But like you said, Bogart, it's going to take a few years for this trade to see who actually wins this trade. Actually, so it's going to determine down who actually wins it. Hopefully,
instant gratification, though. Instant gratification for both these teams. They both have a starting QB. You know what I mean? This was, like I said, it was a match made in heaven. If who's to say if that, because they actually went in for Aaron Rodgers first.
Yes,
the Rams.
I read about that.
Yeah,
they wasn't buying it.
They ain't playing. They want to win. They're like, all right, let's go to Aaron Rodgers first, right? Why not go for the best thing that would have
been the best thing scenario for the Rams, honestly, because you're legit winning right now, right there. That's the greatest chance you got.
I mean, don't sleep on Stafford, man. Like Stafford, bro. Like I'm telling you, he's just been in a messed up situation for a long time.
I understand that.
A historically poorly ran organization. You know what I mean? Like,
can I add to that? What you just said, Bogart? It's kind of like when someone's in an abusive relationship, they gain all kinds of weight, they get ugly and they stink. But then they lose all the weight, they become sexy and beautiful again. That's gonna be Stafford. He gonna go out LA, he gonna be surfing, hanging out with his friend he grew up with, Matt Kershaw, I think his name is.
To see that.
And we about to see a whole, like I said in my episode, I covered this as well too, is that sometimes NFL divorces are a good thing. Look at Ryan Tannehill. Sucked on Miami, and Miami sucked for him. You know, it's just what it is. And then, you know, I think he's peaked now, but at the same time, it got better for him. He got to an AFC championship last year. And then, of course, you see Goff, and like y'all said, only time will tell. And what's interesting, it was real crazy. Y'all remember that offseason, I think it was 2016, I believe it was, where Carson Wentz and Goff got drafted and stuff like that. And the Eagles and Rams made that little swapperoo trade and stuff like that.
Yep.
And both had mad collateral, but both also went to a Super Bowl as well too. So having draft capital really goes a long way. If you really you have the right people in charge, because remember, it starts at the top. If you have a successful organization, and you have really good scouting, you make those
draft capital to get those QBs. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, now those QBs are it's funny because now Goff and Wentz are like the laughing stock.
Yeah, I know, right?
You want to hear something crazy for the Stafford trade? Speaking of the Stafford trade, you know Denver almost traded for Stafford, but they didn't want to let go of Drew Lock. Denver didn't want to let go of Drew Lock. The Lions actually wanted Drew Lock, but the Broncos were not biting with it. That's the most craziest thing.
But also they weren't willing. It was also a difference of they didn't want to give up multiple firsts neither. You know what I mean?
Well, so they were willing to give some up, but they just were never wanting to give up.
But that was going to be the compromise. The compromise was like, okay, you're going to give me a first, but you got to give me Drew Lock too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And they didn't want to come off of Drew Lock. They want, for some odd reason, I think, is it still John Elway there? I don't know. Whoever's running that.
Elway,
he resigned, right?
Yeah, he definitely said that.
Yeah, that they gave him that option to save face. They gave him the boot. You know what I mean? They're like, we're gonna give you the boot, but you can announce it that you're taking a step down.
I got a question for you guys though. I can't really think of a time where a team went all in and actually did it and like won. You know, like the first thing that comes to mind is I know it's basketball, but you remember with the Nets and the Celtics, where they traded for the big three. They got Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And what did they do? Nothing. You know, and it's kind of what the Nets just did just now. They went all in for James Harden. I can't think of a time where it actually worked. I could be wrong.
Okay, well, they didn't necessarily go super all in, but they did trade away a first to move up and get Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? That's what the Chiefs did. You know what I mean? So, I mean,
I'm saying going like a little hardcore, like
giving up, yeah.
Like they went to the aging vet with like James Harden, you know, like they traded like a significant amount of draft capital.
I can't think of any. I really can't. I mean, the closest thing would have been maybe Jimmy G in recent history because we gave up a first to get him. You know what I mean? So, but that was, it was like a first and like a third or some shit.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was getting like a player trade off.
Oh yeah, there was a player too.
I just have never seen it.
It was a
work.
it was a
That's
right
all I'm
tackle.
saying.
It was a right tackle. I think it was like Tim Brown. That's right.
Yeah, I just have never seen it pan out per se. So I'm just like wondering if it's a flawed method.
Hey, anything could happen. Anything could happen. Like the Buccaneers getting their own Super Bowl at their house. Which, speaking of the Super Bowl,
I like that. Good segue.
Versus the GOAT situation. Patrick Mahomes versus Tom Brady, man. It's going to be in Tampa and with a Super Bowl, with the halftime show over the weekend, which everybody probably will watch the halftime more. But in reality, who's going to win this? And is this going to affect Mahomes' legacy if he loses? Is it going to be the mini GOAT or the GOAT? I'm going to start with Bogard this time around, not Morris.
So we all had this saying in the, as NFL fans is, don't bet against Brady. As analysts, but we used to always say, don't bet against Brady and the Patriots. And I feel like the new saying, especially if Mahomes wins the Super Bowl, is don't bet against Mahomes and the Chiefs. I mean, granted, you look back of what the argument was in the offseason, like who's going to do better without the other, Belichick or Brady. Clearly that's Brady right now because he's back in the Super Bowl with a 7-9 team from last year. You know what I mean? Like, that's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? But he is the GOAT already. You know what I'm saying? We already know Brady's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Will it hurt Mahomes' legacy if he doesn't, win the Super Bowl? No, because he already won one. And he's that young. Brady wasn't renowned as the type of, the top elite type of QB until later on in his career. Those first 3 Super Bowls he won were definitely, defense, running the ball. And I think 2 out of those first 3, or maybe even all 3 of the first 3 Brady Super Bowls, they were off the foot of Vinatieri. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So like if I remember correctly, because I do remember that Seahawks Patriots Super Bowl, he threw 4 touchdowns, he shredded up, like that was, I was like, okay, Brady did that, you know what I mean? And then he goes on from then on. I mean, maybe since Randy Moss, how about that? Since that 2007 season, that was when Brady was like, okay, Brady's a dog, and that took him 7 years, right? Because he came in the game 2000. Look at where Mahomes is right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, and ironically, it was Brady and the Patriots who knocked him out of the AFC title.
It's redemption season.
Or he would have been in 3 in a row, basically. You know what I mean? So here we are. I like the Chiefs. The one thing that concerns me is the Chiefs line. We're already going to be without Eric Fisher. You're going to be without the right tackle and the right guard. You know what I'm saying? So there's 3 starting linemen right there to try to stop Ndamukong Suh, JPP, Shaq Barrett, you know what I mean? Devin White. Like, it's insane. Vita Vea is there to stop the run. The Chiefs don't really run the ball well.
No.
But you're going to have to stop that pass rush. One thing that they did well last time, because they did actually play this year, you know what I'm saying? They were able to hold that line up. And
if you give Mahomes 3 seconds tops, he'll burn you down the field.
He's good. Tyreek Hill literally went 200 plus last time. So,
that first quarter, I thought he was going to break the record. I really thought he was going to break the receiving record.
That killed me in fantasy.
I will say, though, you know what I mean? I'm just going to go with the new rule. Don't bet against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're unstoppable, bro. Like, every playoff game they've been in, except for actually, yeah, I think every single playoff game they've been in, Patrick Mahomes starts off slow. They get down behind double digits. Look at even against the Bills. They were down 9-0 real fast. It would have been 10-0 because they missed that extra point. And bro, when they missed the extra point, I remember telling my girl, they fucked up. They need every single point they can get. They're going to come back storming back. And they did. You know what I mean? Like he did it to my Niners. We were winning that Super Bowl for 3.5 quarters. 6 minutes left in the game, more than 3.5. 6 minutes left is all he needed. You know what I mean?
I felt so bad. I remember when that fourth quarter started. I turned to my friends. I was like,
gosh.
I don't think Jimmy G's
I think
scoring
that
again,
pose
guys.
of that Super Bowl, that defensive celebration.
I don't think they're
really
scoring
haunting.
again. I felt so bad.
Bring it up.
So
Hey man, hey, you're 49ers at home. It's
fan.
okay. Join the club. Join the club. Our team hasn't even been in the Super Bowl since
We're
forever.
all
It's
fishing. All right, we're all out. We all gone fishing.
We're all fishing. Speaking of fishing, Doug, man, what is your thoughts of this? Who's gonna win this?
I like that Dolphins segue. He went from fishing to Dolphins. I like that.
And this is gonna hurt Mahomes' legacy, man.
Man, this is gonna be a heavyweight fight. This is gonna be Tyson Foreman, man. This is Rilla Manila. This is some egos are gonna get hurt at the end of this game. Egos are gonna get hurt. Legacies will be created. Legacies will be, I won't say broken because they're both beasts. Both are great teams, man.
Maybe ended.
Yeah. But I'm gonna say this,
maybe
man.
a torch passing.
No.
Perhaps.
What he
Not
said.
a passing. He's gonna have to take it from him. Brady ain't giving up that torch, goddamn.
Man, I got I'll be real with y'all, man. I got Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. I ultimately got them taking and winning this game. I think it's gonna be a really, really great game. I have them winning 27-21, Tampa with the dub. I feel like the way they're a lot of their sacks are coming on the edge. Shaq Barrett and JPP on that edge it's nice. And they're doing the thing up the middle. What the Kansas City Chiefs do very good is that jet sweep. There's not a team in the NFL who does the jet sweep better than them. It's freaking beautiful. And they got, Tyreek Hill, who's, man, he's gonna get yards. He's going to test. You ever heard someone, hey man, I'm gonna test your chin? They're gonna test that defense, man. Kansas City could easily win this, but it's gonna be like, hey, you gotta have a good run game.
And that's the number one run defense, Tampa Bay. So it's like, and Kansas City, they can't really run. They haven't been too successful running the ball.
I mean, they can't stop the run too much either. So Leonard Fournette and Rojo could have a big day.
And here's the thing, if Tampa really wants to blow them out, for it to be like, what their cornerbacks have to have an awesome game, and I don't see that happen. I don't see Tampa Bay's cornerbacks. Not to say they're bad or anything like that. You know what I mean?
They're very opportunistic.
Yeah, very opportunistic. Yeah. They'll catch. I believe there'll be 1 to 2 interceptions thrown, but it'll be because that D line was right in Patrick Mahomes' face. So, they're gonna have to get super creative. But ultimately, I'm gonna give it to Buccaneers 27-21.
Wow. All right, Morris. I'm gonna bring it to you. What do you think?
Okay, so first, I love that game earlier on in the year. Fantastic finish. I think, what was it, a 3-point game? I think it was
a 3-point game.
24. Yeah,
they kind of let him come back there.
They did.
Yeah.
To be honest, he did leave his foot off the gas. Brady came back, all that kind of stuff. I don't think that'll happen in the Super Bowl.
No.
I think they're 3-point underdogs at home.
Yeah,
I think it's 3-point underdogs,
plus
right?
3, yeah. Tampa
+3,
Bay,
right?
Yep.
And the over/under maybe like 56.
Yeah.
Everyone's saying over, but like could be under.
Look at what Dougie
I would
over
never
here,
bet
man.
the under ever in my life because that's not rooting for football.
Dougie had him 27? What'd you say, Dougie?
Oh, 27-21. Tampa.
Boom. That's what the unders in play with in Dougie's
That's
version.
what I'm thinking. If I was a betting man, I would still take the over, but I really would not be surprised if this ended like 10 points below the under. At all.
I want the over. I want a shootout.
Over for
right?
sure.
We want an entertaining game.
Sure.
That would probably mean it was a shootout. You look at Tampa Bay's secondary. Like I said, very opportunistic. They remind me like of a bunch of Marcus Peter wannabes because they're trying to jump every route. That's why they give up big plays too. But that front seven is so crazy. That front seven so nasty. They get a lot of contested balls thrown their way. This, that, and the third. But none of them match up well against Tyreek Hill. So they're gonna. And
what about Kelsey too?
But see, here's the thing. I was about to get to that. They have phenomenal safeties though. Their corners suck in Tampa Bay, but I love Antoine Winfield. I love Whitehead. They're ballers. So maybe if they don't want to give up 200 yards like last time, the focal point will be stop Tyreek Hill. it's gonna be someone like a Miko Hardman or a Sammy Watkins. Someone's gonna have to be making plays here because they're gonna try to take away Tyreek Hill. On the other side, Mike Evans is a mismatch for both Ward or who else they got over there? Rashad Breeland. They got Breeland over there. Those guys are not physically able to match up against someone like an Evans he can go over the top on all of them. You know what I mean? But
Godwin will just blow by them too.
Exactly. And if Antonio Brown plays this game, it's crazy. But here's the X factor. If you can establish the run, that's going to help your narrative for the under, because Tampa Bay more than likely is going to have no problem owning time of possession because the Chiefs are bad at stopping the run. The Chiefs could win games by losing time of possession because they get down the field so fast. So that
they can score in 2 minutes.
Exactly. So it don't matter. This doesn't matter for them. But if Tom Brady and them can own time of possession, long, lengthy drives, the under is definitely in play. And also the X factor for Tampa Bay, outside of being able to establish the run, it's the tight end position, bro. The tight ends on the Chiefs defense. I mean, look at the Dolphins. Remember the Dolphins game? Didn't Gesicki go absolutely nasty?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like gross. You know what I mean? Like they give it up. So Cameron Brate and
throwing up all over the field, gross.
Yes, gross. So Gronk and Brate, they could be some X factors in this game. You know what I mean? I won't be surprised if they're killing shit. You definitely have the veteran in the Honey Badger who brings that intelligence. You know what I mean? So he's, that it's going to be a nice chess match between him and Brady. You know what I mean?
Okay, how about this? If someone's going to throw a pick, who's it going to be?
It's going to be Tom Brady. It's going to be Tom Brady. Yeah.
Not even a little bit, nothing.
Listen, Mahomes.
I'm thinking like if Mahomes gets pressure, throws it up in the air.
Listen, one of those blitzes is going to land. They like to blitz. They got shredded last time. They blitzed Mahomes, but Todd Bowles is not going to not blitz at one point or another. So
he's going to send it.
Yeah, and one day it's going to hit, or it's going to hit him.
I know he sends it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You guys had him.
Yeah, you had him as the Jets.
Yeah. Yeah. So we all
magic,
know
baby.
You know what I mean? We know his style. So at the end of the day, I like everything matches up with what Doug said. To be honest, like I like the Bucks theoretically. When you look at all the X's and O's and shit in the matchups, the Bucks theoretically have this. But I'm going with the narrative of the new rule. I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs.
If I was gonna seriously take bets on the game, like if I was actually gonna put money down, I would take +3 and the under. But as a football fan, I'm rooting for the complete opposite. I want the Chiefs to win and I want the over to hit.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That's usually how it works. Because the moment I take a Bucks +3 and the under, the Chiefs are gonna win and the over is gonna hit. You know what I mean? That just always happens like that.
No, the crazy. Anybody that doesn't know Morris before he really started doing those highlights, he used to do over unders. That's what he used to.
Yeah, that's true.
His early days is what he used to do.
Before COVID. That's what I used to do every single night. I used to take over unders on the games, like the NBA games. I used to even do people's personal stats, like if Colin Sexton's gonna hit 20 points tonight,
props,
or Hassan Whiteside. Yeah, I used to do props all the time. I don't know why I did that.
Morris, you should kind of revive that a little bit, just a little bit, not too much, but yeah. Hey, I'm just saying, man. Hey, but let me just say my point: the mini GOAT versus the GOAT. Who do I got at this one? I like the mini GOAT over the actual GOAT, which he proves he's the better in Rodgers from 2 weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago now, which now everybody feels that I thought Rodgers was the GOAT. Get that out of the way. He is done. No more of that GOAT conversation. He's not better than Tom Brady.
Nah, you can't just write off Rodgers like that.
Hey, 1-4. Hey, 1-4 in the championships. That's all I say. And against the Bears with their backup quarterback. That's what I'll say about Rodgers.
After throwing 2 picks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Back to my point.
That was accurate.
Hey, it was accurate. It's proven facts.
Factual.
Hey, you guys beat the Rodgers twice in the NFC Championship, so I think you kind of know how Rodgers plays in the championship game. But I think it's going to come down to a close game here. I like I said, I do agree with Doug and how it's going to be a close game, and he says the Bucks, but I just got to root for the mini GOAT Patrick Mahomes.
It's like, how do you not root for him? Honestly, how do you sit there and not root for him if you're not from New England or you're not from Tampa Bay?
Like, he really got to get hurt, in my opinion. Like, he got to get physically hurt.
No, it's Chad Henne season, baby. What are we talking about?
Anything can happen.
The crazy scenario.
Mahomes goes down. Chad Henne's about to get Super Bowl MVP, guys. We all know.
Bro, hashtag anything can happen. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh.
That actually is the thing.
You know, I'm gonna make a prediction. If Henne goes in there and makes a trick play and gets a touchdown, that'll be the most craziest thing I ever predicted there. I'm just saying. No, it's gonna be a trickery.
If you could find that on any kind of prop site, just put $1.
It'll be like plus like 20,000. Literally,
I don't know. Put $5 for
it. But in overall, this game is gonna come really close. It's gonna kind of similar to Week 12 type of game, but it's gonna be by 4, so it's gonna be about 30 to 26. It's gonna be odd. It's gonna be way odd how it's not gonna work.
Yeah, how about this? What's the box? Do you guys do boxes?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, so what's the final box gonna be?
One of the ones I'm in, the final box is 10,000.
Wow.
Like, if
10K?
you don't, yeah. This
how much you put down for one box?
200 to get in.
Wow. 200 just for one.
But it pays like crazy, bro. Like every
but you don't want to be the guy that gets like I don't know, 8-2. You know, like
I'm hoping I get like 7-4, but it's like,
I mean, yeah, that's
7. I would need the 7 to be like the Chiefs number, because like, or else I'd need like 34 to 27. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, official score predictions, guys. Let's go around. Well, you go first, T.
30 to 26. I think that's the final score for the game. Chiefs.
Okay, Bogey.
Hey, real quick, does anybody off the top remember the score from the last time they played this year?
27-24 Chiefs.
Okay, so it's 51. I'm gonna go 30. I'm gonna go 30-27. I'm gonna say this thing goes over, and ironically,
it's gonna be a push.
It's gonna be a push, yeah.
Oh, that's spicy.
Doug.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, Doug said 27-21. I remember that.
I got 27-21. I feel like the Buccaneers will be down in come fourth quarter. They're gonna handle business on defense and they'll shut it out right.
Yeah, I just feel like when you give it to Mahomes that last time, I feel like he's just gonna score. And you're gonna have to get that last Brady drive.
I feel like they're too confident. I'll be real, man. Like I see them partying, having a good time. And you got the football version of Channing Tatum out there slamming chicks, smashing ass. And that's great. But you know what, man? Brady. He got that team. That's his team. I respect to Bruce Arians. He's doing stuff on the defense with top O's and stuff. But that is Tom Brady. He calling the shots. He's doing everything he wanted to do in New England. It get hot at the right time, man. That's like been watching this man, and even as a Miami Dolphins fan, man, I can't help but admire the dude, man. And he's
respect through the roof.
And this is all like it's all bias out the window. Obviously, right now, physically, Patrick Mahomes is the better quarterback, just like right now.
Oh yeah, not a doubt in my mind.
Whether it be mobility, accuracy, deep balls, better decision making, it's Mahomes. So he's the best commodity of that football team. Not Kelsey, not Hill, not even Andy Reid. It's Mahomes. But
it's the gumbo pot, man. You mix that all up, it's a wonderful dish.
It is. It is.
It's smacking.
I'm just like, for example, like I love me. I love going to this place here in Orlando. It's called El Capital. It's a Puerto Rican bodega, and it's dope. You go there, they put on all spices, they hook it up, service with a smile, but it ain't nothing like Mama's homemade cooking, man. And that's what the Buccaneers is bringing, man. They're bringing fresh defensive ass whoopings, man. They also got 2 great receivers. They got great running backs. And
got 3, man. Don't forget Antonio Brown.
I'm just scared if the Chiefs start running up the score, they're not going to be able to handle it. If the Chiefs come out, they're up 14 nothing. I don't know if Brady's got that. If they really come out 14 nothing in the first quarter, they just score those first 2 drives. They have to. What do they do?
Play catch up.
You want to know what's the worst thing that everyone's doing? That's why Brady is. Why Brady's chances are great here is because everyone doesn't think Brady's going to do it.
That's facts.
They
That's
didn't
true.
think everyone should just admit that he's the greatest. That way he won't win. Because when they're like, he's not the greatest, bro, he's like, oh yeah, hold my beer.
Watch this.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Hold my
Hold my beer,
avocado
watch
ice
this.
cream.
Oh my gosh.
Hold my avocado shake. You know what I mean? He's just like every time, bro. And like, they're like, oh, he's not gonna be good without Belichick. He's going to Bruce Arians. Bruce Arians, he likes to throw it down the field, risk it, no biscuit. And then you see him in the NFC Championship, 8 seconds left in the second half, and he risk it, no biscuit. Scotty Miller, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Scotty Miller.
Crazy.
That man king.
I'm gonna go. I like what Ethan said about the 4-point swing. I'm gonna go 28-24. Mahomes gets his back-to-back Super Bowl.
Ooh, the Chiefs cover.
Chiefs cover 28-24.
All right.
But
Ooh.
it pushes on the over at 56.
Yeah, I like it. Interesting.
All right.
Unless you get 55.5, then we're all good here. Which people are going 1 point one way or the other. Someone will get 56.5. Someone will get 55.5. You'll be able to find that.
I feel like Bruce Arians, man, like he's petty, man. He's gonna expose whoever comes in for Fisher. And I'm not. They got depth on that O line. I've seen the depth chart. I don't know the guy's name right off that.
Yeah. A fun fact: there hasn't been one game in this entire year for the Chiefs that they had all 5 starters. So they've been dealing with injuries, shuffling guys around, and it hasn't mattered, right? But it's gonna matter against this ferocious pass rush. Like, they are nasty.
Don't touch that deep.
Gross, even.
But it's definitely going to come down to Super Bowl Sunday at 6:35 Eastern time. But once again, I really appreciate y'all so much, the Hustle group here. Before I end this off, I'm going to make sure where everybody can find you guys at. Starting off with Morris this time. Where can they find you at, Morris?
Instagram and YouTube mainly. I have a TikTok, don't use it, but just look up the Slow Grind podcast on YouTube and Instagram. Posting every day on Instagram, literally 3 to 4 times a day. And on YouTube, I'm going every week. So look it up, baby.
Yeah, man. That's perfect. This man be doing great highlights. I'm telling you, you should definitely subscribe to Morris. Doug, tell them
what's up, y'all. What's up, y'all? It's the Touchdown with Doug Smith. I'm the bad boy of football podcast. And we got NFL interviews, man. Dope ass commentary. You catch me on YouTube. The Touchdown with Doug Smith, exactly how it sounds. Also follow me on Instagram, and I'm also on TikTok as well too. Also got merch, got a whole bunch of great things going down in 2021. Yeah.
Yes, sir, Doug. And finally, Bogard, where can they find you at?
Yes, E on the mic, give me money.
E on the mic, give me money.
You can find me on the earth, for the earth is my turf. Now, you can find me at the GMM Network on both IG and Twitter. You could also subscribe to the GMM Network on YouTube. Also find me at the Rum Boys Fantasy Network on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We going live, all several times a week. Shout out to the gang over there. And you could also find the Real Fantasy Playmakers podcast on Spotify. Spotify, give me money. And another thing, check us out. Super Bowl Sunday will be broadcasting live 3 hours before the show. I mean, not before the show, before the actual game. We'll be live for 3 hours. We got a ton of guests coming on. We probably got like 15 different guests. We got 3 different live acts. Like, we're legit going to be streaming some live acts. It's going down, man. You know what I'm saying? Rum Boys Fantasy Network.
Are we getting a little Bogard performance? Wink, wink.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is we normally play my music on the breaks, or we play my music videos. Yeah, stuff like that. But we've been collecting a lot of different art. Like, we get a lot of submissions because we ask people, send us your music videos. So in this case, we got some live acts. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be patching guys in on the StreamYard. You know what I mean? We got a couple rappers. We got a band. You know what I mean? We're mixing it up. You know what I'm saying? We got we're gonna be doing segments on Super Bowl meals. You know what I mean? We got a bartender. He's doing a couple different mixology videos. So it's a variety show. We're gonna be on for 3 hours. So We got a
Yeah,
ton of.
they're bringing on the Super Bowl commercials for certain, man.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the action, the live action, everything, man.
Yeah, and then on the actual.
Okay, guys, how about this? Is there going to be a State Farm commercial now without Rodgers? We got a new State Farm commercial coming. What's the deal, guys?
Probably not gonna be
Yeah.
Rodgers. Tell you that much.
Yeah, you know what?
think
And I could see it being something like a subliminal, like he's playing golf, and like he's in a sand trap, and then like he's like the whole time he uses like a 9-iron or something. The whole time he's like, man, we should have used the wedge. You know what I mean? Like we should have kicked the field goal. You know what I'm saying?
Woo-hoo!
Oh my god.
Do you think it's something they recorded this week? You think
It's more than likely was pre-recorded.
Yeah, this definitely had been pre-recorded.
Yeah, because all those State Farm commercials, they were recorded in like quarantine time. Where like he was like, because I remember Rodgers was saying he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he was like, yeah, when we were doing these commercials, it was weird. You know, it was like little to no people on the set. You know what I mean? Like, you know, everyone's wearing masks when they're not filming. You know what I mean? Like it was because it was already within those times. So I would imagine all those commercials got shot. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure there's a couple of different versions based on like
for sure
the Super
scenarios.
Bowl outcome.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They're probably more than definitely gonna run the Mahomes version of a Super Bowl one.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Definitely. But thank you guys for listening to episode 17, E on the mic. I'm your host, E, and this was the group, Hustle Group. Until then, I'll see you on episode 18. Until then, see you then. Peace.